Hi everyone, this is Chandler Loves Trees YouTube channel, and this is an all English series. This is Royal Botanic Garden, Edinburgh. As everyone who lives in Edinburgh have known, this Royal Botanic Gardens is the city of Edinburgh's Botanic Garden, and then this Edinburgh Royal Botanic Gardens is built in the 1670s, so it has about 400 years old, and is one of the oldest botanic gardens in the UK and Scotland. We are now at John Hope Gateway. So John Hope Gateway is a gateway through the Royal Botanic Gardens of Edinburgh. So after the gateway, you can see many trees and the main rail here, and then there's some plant shops at the inside of the gateway, and then the plant shops is a bit expensive, and but the plants are really good. Yeah, it's really healthy, and yes. So this is the main roads at the Royal Botanic Gardens, and there are many trees, many different species and kinds of trees here. And here's a fir here. It's called the Himalayan fir, and it's common in the UK. It has like brown stem, and then a fir-like tree, and then leaves like this, and then its pine cones. Its pine cones were like really dark, and yes. As you can see, this Himalayan fir is an evergreen tree, so it's grown evergreen. Evergreen trees is like the leaves don't fall down, and then it's green on the most of the years. This is a horse chestnut. So chestnuts is edible. It may be some fruits, dip in salads, and horse chestnut is a kind of chestnut. So the leaves is a bit like curvy, and you can see it's autumn here. So its leaves may be yellow because it's not an evergreen tree. So if you can see here, in spring, you see many different kinds of flowers here as well, like dandelions and daisies, for example. So, yep, everyone can see flowers here. This is a Chinese fan plum there. Chinese fan plum, as its name, is originate from China, but you will see them at India and South Africa and many African and Asian countries. So it doesn't have any rings, and yes, it doesn't have any barks. So it may like a little bit like this, yes. It's a bit like hair. And the leaves were plum, so it's like a fan. So that's why it's called Chinese fan plum. It usually brings with a pot as a house plant or garden plant as well. There's a path here called the Chinese hillside path. So in this path, there are many plants there. It originates from the mountains of China. So you can see here, irises here, and cypresses originate from China. Here are a kind of bamboo. Bamboo is a kind of grass, so it might look like trees, but it is a kind of grass. Bamboos are originate from China, so you can see a lot in China. Here's a thorn redwood here. Thorn redwoods originate from Asia, so you see it at the China hillside. So it's called thorn redwood, and it's kinds of pine. So it's called thorn redwood because of its bark are red, and then its roots will plop up like another new tree when it's happy. Its leaves is a bit like redwood as well. So we are now going to the woodland forest, the woodland gardens. So in the woodland gardens, there's trees that I love the most, and that's redwoods. So redwoods originate from California and USA. So you can see many redwoods. You can see a lot of redwoods in here. So redwoods, one of the redwoods called German Sherman is the biggest tree in the world. Not the tallest, but the biggest. And another tree of the redwood family, and it's a coast redwood. It's called Hyperion, and Hyperion is the largest and tallest tree in the world. Its height is about 116 meters. That's higher than most skyscrapers in London. Yeah. You can see why I use ultra wide lens. That's 0.6xc. So that's because the redwoods are super high and tall and super big. So if it's a redwood, this group of redwoods are not really that big compared to most of the redwoods. So if you see another redwoods, it may be bigger than this, but it's really big as well. Just my hand. That's maybe 45 to 50 hands here, and it's just one part of the tree. Yes, it's one of the giant redwoods here. If it's redwoods, there are two kinds of redwoods here. One is the redwood here, and it's called sequoia as well. And other one is the coast redwood. Coast redwood is another species of redwoods, and it's taller and thinner than the redwoods here. Sequoia, yeah. And the sequoia's bark is really red. You can see redness here, and then coast redwood. The coast redwood's bark is not that red. You can take a look of the coast redwoods here. So there is a coast redwood. Yep, it's a coast redwood here. You can look inside the coast redwood. It's surrounded by leaves, and you can see here. And it's really tall. Now we are going to the north side of the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's quite a bit hills here, so it's not useful for wheelchairs. It has many rocks here, so it's called rock gardens. And then there's also waterfalls here, and there's a trail here, but it's a bit steep, so if there's people, you should wait until they go. So there's no people here, and then there's pines here, and so many of the different kinds of plants survive in rocks here. This trail is to see the waterfall, and the pine there. The pine, as you have seen, is a Scots pine. So Scots pine is a kind of pine that originates in Scotland.
And the bubbles in the pulp.
This tree is sweet chestnut, is same as horse chestnut, is in the same family, Castanea. So it's called Castanea sativia. So sweet chestnut is the chestnut we usually eat, so it's edible. The sweet chestnut tree could live in about 500 years, and is you can see. Now we are at the east part of the Royal Botanic Gardens, and there's many flowers here. This is the Queen Mother's Memorial Garden. The Queen Mother, the Queen Elizabeth's mother, which died in 206, is the Queen. Yes, the Queen's mother. So the flowers are for memorial for the Queen's mother, and you can see here the sunflower daisies, poppies here, and there are some cow leaves here. So cow leaves is poisonous, so rather good to not touch them, or it will poison you. This is the Alpine glass house. It's one of the glass houses in the Royal Botanic Garden in Edinburgh. So everyone would know the main glass house in the Royal Botanic Gardens of Edinburgh are now closed. So why did it close? It's closing for 9 years because of working on the building outside. And you can see plants of alpine is growing down from here, and there's a mini waterfall here. This is the succulent mini glass house, which is a mini glass house, number 2 mini glass house in the Royal Botanic Gardens of Edinburgh. If you take a closer look, you can see them here. This is the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you did subscribe this channel and take likes in this video. Thanks really much. Also, if you like to share this video, please share it to your friends and family. They must be really happy. Bye. See you next time.